Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I cover my very dark under eye circles. I have struggled with dark under eye circles for a very long time since I was very young, and I was trying so many different products and so many different methods and ways that I've seen on YouTube and other people are that work for other people, but nothing helped me and nothing really worked for me, and if it did, it didn't last as long as I wish it would last on my under eye area. And now I finally have came out with this method that I'm going to show you today that really works for me, and I'm so happy with this method. I really like the result and I really like how it lasts for a very long time. I know for a lot of people a kind of salmon-y under eye concealer or orange toned under eye concealer really works well to cover bluish or purplish under eye circles, but it didn't work for me. I've tried this, I've tried long wearing concealers, I've tried caking a lot of products, I've tried using minimum very light products, and nothing worked for me. And finally I found these products that I'm going to show you today that really worked for me together when I'm using them together. So this video is for my fellas out there that have tried different ways and different products that haven't worked for you, and I really hope that this method and these products that I'm going to show you today are going to work for you, because a lot of different other things didn't work for me either. So I really hope this video would be helpful, and if you want to see how I cover my very dark under eye circles, then just keep on watching. So right now you can see the difference. There's a little bit of a shadow going on this side of the face, so it looks even darker, but still you can see the difference. So I've struggled with this for such a long time until I find this method that really works for me, so I really hope that it will be helpful for you as well. So my first trick is to start over with a primer potion. I'm going to use the Urban Decay primer potion, the original one. And if you think about it, if the primer is safe enough to use on your eyelid area, then it's safe enough to use under your eye as well. And if it makes your eyeshadow last longer and prevents it from creasing, then it will also make your concealer last longer and prevent it from creasing. You know, that makes sense, right? So I'm going to start with this, and I'm going to apply that with my finger under my eye area. On the darkness, I'm going to be focusing on this shade that you can see here. The real darkness. Can you see how dark it is? It's like crazy. Anyway, then I'm going to move on to concealer. First of all, I've already applied foundation, but I haven't touched the under eye area. I just applied it right here. I applied moisturizer, primer, and foundation right here, but again, I haven't touched this area. So this is the first thing that I'm applying, is the eye primer. Then I'm going to use a concealer. Now, it took me so long to find a good concealer that really covers, and I really wanted to try the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I've used it a lot on clients when I was working at MAC, and it was really good, but for some reason I've never tried it for myself. And when I did, it's life-changing. I mean, seriously. So my shade is NW15, and it's way too light for me for my skin tone. But that's what you want. For your under eye area, you want to use a lighter concealer because you want to highlight this whole under eye area. So you want to go like a shade or two lighter than your actual skin tone. So to me, it's NW15. So I'm going to use just one pump on the back of my hand, like this. And then I'm going to apply that with my finger. I want to be really precise with it and really to cover all this under eye area, so I'm using my finger for that. And I'm focusing on the darkest area right here, and then blending it out with my finger outwards. Then I'm going to take a little bit right here and just take the concealer downwards. Now, a lot of people use the triangle method. I'm not really doing a triangle. I'm kind of just, you know, blending it all outwards towards my face. And the reason that's good is because if you apply it only under your eye area, on the dark area, then if your concealer will just go off throughout the day, then it will fade on the outer edges, and you don't want it to fade right here, because then your dark circles like just going to show underneath the concealer. So you want to take it further down, highlight this whole area of the face. It will look just more natural. It will highlight the whole area rather than just right here, and then it would look just unnatural. And if it would fade on the outer corner, it will fade right here and not under your actual eye area. Then I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend the outer edges like this. I'm not going on the actual under eye area, but just around the outer edges of the concealer. And this would just fade it naturally onto the skin, and it would just look a lot smoother. You can see how much concealer I've left. I actually use usually one pump for both eyes, but right here I've done my other eye already, so it's just a waste of concealer. Then I'm going to set this, and to set this I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder and my Sigma F35 brush, and I love this taper blending brush. This is just great for this. I feel like it's precise enough, but it's gentle and fluffy enough to apply that. And you want to do it really quick after you apply concealer, just so it won't crease, although we do have the primer portion underneath. You want to do it fairly quick. So I'm just in tapping motion, so I'm just applying the powder on top. You don't want to smear it or smudge it, because then you would just ruin the whole concealer that you applied underneath. I know I'm talking a lot, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to do it real quick, so this video won't last forever. So I'm just kind of dabbing it in like dabbing motions, really gently kind of pressing the powder onto the concealer, and you can see it really brightens up the whole area even more and just mattifies the concealer. Now it can look a bit scary at first, the powder, because it is white, but it's kind of translucent actually, and it just brightens up this under eye area. It's honestly the best powder I've ever tried for this under eye area. Then I would usually go over my whole face with my face powder, but I've already done that. And now I'm going to highlight just a little bit more using my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light. So this is how it looks like. It's really light and it has kind of a yellowy undertone. It's really sheer, but it just adds this really nice glow. So I'm going to use the same brush that I applied my brightening powder with, and I'm going to apply that to my cheekbones and just a little bit on the sides of my nose and under here. I'm not going under the actual eye area because I've applied the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder under there, but I'm just going to go around it, and it would just highlight this whole area. And from far, you can't really see it right now, but from a distance it really looks like glowy, and it just brings the whole look all together, just ties everything and makes it look more natural kind of, and glowy and really just bright and nice. That's actually it. You can see what a huge transformation that is. To me, this is crazy because I've tried so many different methods and products to hide my dark under eye circles for years, and now that I've found this method, I'm so happy with this. I just feel that it's matte, it's glowy, it's really nice. And if you want to look a little bit more bronzed after you apply this, you can always go over with your bronzer with a big fluffy brush and just go right here, and it will make you look a little bit more tan if you don't like this really bright look, you know, under your eyes. But this is kind of the base. To me, some days I like to look a little bit more bronzed, so I just apply the bronzer kind of across my face sometimes, but usually I just like this whole bright look. So this is how it looks like after I applied my eye makeup. I really hope that this method would work for some of you guys that try out maybe different other things that didn't work for covering your dark eye circles, under eye circles, and as other methods didn't work for me, and this is what helped me. So I really hope that it would work for some of you guys. Let me know in the comments below if it did, and I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you have a fabulous weekend, and I will talk to you all next Saturday.